What's up, and welcome back to Interpreting the Stars, where today we're bringing it back to our Rambo marathon of films with
Rambo III.
I want to once again reiterate the fact that this is my first experience with all of these films. I have never seen any of them before. The reason why I'm reminding you that is because I don't want people thinking I'm rewatching this movie or series as a whole for the upteenth time because I'm a biased fan or anything. No, first experience as a whole. I didn't know what I was really expecting from this third film though, but I knew that as a whole, this was one of the lowest ranked films in the entire saga. Well, it must be underrated or overlooked as a whole because I quite liked it. I'll explain why in a second, but first, what is Rambo 3 all about? Once again, Rambo is sucked into a world that he does not want to live in. Rambo 3, when his former army commander is captured in Afghanistan by Soviets who are attacking the country and is being tortured for information. The army initially tells Rambo that nothing can be done to save him, but he certainly knows that he may be the only person in the entire world that can do something about it because he's Rambo. So off he heads to Afghanistan to meet up with some allies to save his commander, because this time it's personal. I guess. I mean, when is it not personal, right? Like I already said, I found myself quite entertained by this third film, and that entertainment isn't unfounded. There's a solid reason, or reasons, as to why this is. You see, while Rambo was a good guy hero in the second movie, the same can be said about that in the third, but it's even more personal because the POW in this film was his former commander and friend. Not only that, but the commander asks Rambo to help him out in Afghanistan before he went to Afghanistan, and Rambo actually declined the offer, so he feels a great amount of guilt and responsibility for what actually happened. If that wasn't enough for feeling personal, this film also introduces a fair amount of interesting characters aiding Rambo in his mission, including a young boy with a heart full of gold, and it's this boy's dynamic with Rambo that I thought worked very, very well. Think Indiana Jones and Short Round. I also like the location and the action. I feel like maybe some of the predecessors had better action from a technical level, but these action sequences had more importance placed on them because of how personal it was for Rambo. As for the location, I felt as if the production or set design was doing something really smart here, and it put Rambo in yet another element that his character is able to adapt to really, really well, like the desert. Also, the acting. I honestly felt as if the acting and even some of the dialogue in Rambo 3 was better than the first or the second film. You sensed that the acting range was really working very well for particularly Rambo and the commander because they both had really strong speeches. But of course, Rambo 3 is not without its faults. For one, it's pretty unoriginal and mostly copies the same plot from the second movie. Rambo is on a search and rescue mission for a prisoner of war. Same exact thing. I mean, I highly prefer the prisoner of war story over the second since it feels a little bit more personal. But that doesn't change the fact that there's still an existing problem with originality. Also, at this point, I'm starting to laugh a little bit more with how Stallone continually insists on taking off his shirt during all of these battle sequences. I get it, man. You're ripped, you're strong, you got muscles, but being that exposed just isn't practical. It doesn't shield you from bullets. In fact, you're not even camouflaged, so your white skin kind of glows in the dark. Heck, you can't even walk through brushes without realistically getting cut up by various sticks and thorns, but you know, movie logic. Also, this was the last Rambo movie for something like 20 years, so I expected to feel like a last movie with some kind of finality. But honestly, it just feels like another installment, and that's it. So no real sense of finality, but that's it when it comes down to my negatives for Rambo 3. What did I rate it? 82%. 82 out of 100 possible stars, granting it the letter grade of B-, and also currently making it the best Rambo movie I've ever seen. So sue me, haha. Guys, tell me what you thought about Rambo 3 in the comments down below. Are you a fan of it, or are you siding with most critics out there by saying it's a waste of time? Let me know in the comments down below. As for YouTube, you know what to do. Hit the little subscribe button if you like this review and would like to see some more like it. Hit the thumbs up button because that always helps out my channel, and don't forget about the little bell icon because that helps notify you when I come out with my next review. But until then, peace out!